When we face global upheavals, from regional conflicts to tensions spreading further across the world, the human mind becomes increasingly restless. The constant flow of news every day exhausts us without us realizing that our minds are being pulled into a spiral with no way out. Economic, technological, and social pressures make the heart tense and easily disturbed. The world is changing too fast, and the human mind seems unable to adapt in time. Inflation, war, and crisis of trust cause many people to fall into prolonged anxiety. We can update ourselves with every piece of news, yet we forget to update and adapt the state of our own inner being. We forget the way that we still have the ability to live peacefully and happily even if serious events happen in the outside world. And what will Buddhist monks do when facing such circumstances? Hello, I am Tang from meditation channel Lotuszentan 8 Hour. Please watch this entire video so that we can practice peace together by turning inward to seek a simple happiness. Because we often forget and allow external phenomena to pull our emotions in a negative direction. Only when we have mindfulness and calmness will peace and happiness gently arrive, even though the outside world is always complex and changing. The Buddhist monks are the same. They seek peace from their stable inner mind regardless of what happens in the world. Please subscribe to the channel, press like, share, or leave a comment so that we can continue accompanying each other in the next video. Coming to meditation practice is not to escape reality, but to help us stand firm in a reality that is changing too quickly and too strongly, and to open a quiet space for ourselves to return to inner peace whenever external impacts make us uneasy. Because when standing in the noisy world, what we need most is not to rebel and chase after many external changes. We only need to calmly observe the breath becoming slower, and we realize that peace is not out there, but has always been unavailable within us. Before our eyes, the world continues to develop in an extremely unstable and increasingly difficult state. As mentioned above, conflicts are happening everywhere. Climate change and natural disaster lead to disease and declining living conditions, making human life more difficult than before. The rapid development of artificial intelligence creates the risk of not only replacing traditional jobs, but also causing the education system and ideological systems to completely change according to the nature of impermanence. The decline of trust in international institutions among countries makes global cooperation and communication between people more difficult. This almost erased mutual trust causes the invisible connections that once linked us to be cut off. The connection between people and between countries becomes increasingly difficult when global upheavals such as war, inflation, and social instability occurs, meditation practitioners and those seeking awakening for peace and happiness are also greatly affected and can hardly stand outside of it. But we need deep and mindful insight so as not to be swept away by panic in daily life. According to the Buddhism, the state of life we are living today is the result of what we have planted in the past, and the future we are driving at is what we are practicing and striving for today, even though external conditions are becoming more complicated. And even so, we should not give up, because difficulties are the strongest challenge for our mind during meditation. For that reason, Buddhists work for peace and they always work peacefully no matter what happens in the world. Let us take a deep, peaceful breath gently right now, because we have the right to choose that peace at this very moment. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel your chest and reach down through your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. Happiness will disappear if we forget to hold it through each mindful breath right now. All things are impermanent and constantly changing, making it difficult for us to comfortably accept and adapt to them. Comfort immediately disappears and is replaced by discomfort if we fail to adapt in time. When they change, and even after adapting, impermanence continues to change not according to our wishes, causing body and mind to keep turning and chasing external changes. When desires are not fulfilled, the urges to seek arise continuously in the mind, making us feel lacking and uneasy. Suffering and torment of body and mind appear when the pleasant conditions that were easily obtained in the past disappear. Only when we realize that all things are impermanent and cannot be prevented because they often happen differently from our wishes, we try to stop chasing those changes, accept to pause, and return to seek peace within ourselves. Then balance quickly returns to us no matter how chaotic the outside world is. When the breath is full, body and mind are peaceful, but when breathing is disordered and lacking oxygen, everything immediately becomes chaotic and changing throughout our whole being. Moments of unease often occur because our mind is disturbed due to weak or irregular breathing that does not supply enough oxygen for the body and mind to function. When the urges of desire increase, the amount of oxygen and nutrients must be focused more to supply the entire mind working in a strong alert state, making body and mind uneasy. For Buddhist monks, they pay little attention to the outside world because they are busy caring for and attending to their own inner world. They observe each in and out breath so that external matters have little impact on them. Those who practice mindful meditation need a different attitude because we understand that everything is impermanent. Therefore, When facing complex and dangerous changing circumstances, we need mindfulness. Because we understand that everything that comes is the result of karma, and if it happens, we calmly handle it and accept the result, whether it comes as bad or good. One gentle, peaceful breath will more easily bring clarity for action than a hurried breath with a fearful and disturbed state of mind. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. Unpleasant or unpleasant feelings come and then will pass. We practice mindfulness and meditation to accept unchanging with the most peaceful body and mind. Even though we know that difficulties always await us ahead, long-term practice will gradually make us strong to face those difficulties in this changing society, just as Buddhist monks are practicing their steps. Amid the upheavals of society and the world, the meditation practitioner returns to the breath, keeping the mind steady like a calm lake in strong winds, even when the environment is harsh. Practicing mindfulness every day helps us not be swept away by fear, anger, or extremist waves, spreading widely and causing loss of control, because the external information we understand is only a very small and impermanent part. When meditating, we recognize emotions as they arise, smile at the phenomena so they come and settle on the hour in the light of awareness without inserting too much emotions or excessive judgment. When the mind is steady, we do not react hastily to upheavals, but choose to resolve peacefully with understanding and harmony. And with clarity, we practice receiving the results with a peaceful and accepting attitude. Whatever comes will come, whether we push or try to stop it. And when we keep the mind bright and peaceful, that is the foundation for our transformation in this turbulent era. Just like Buddhist monks, they walk slowly in mindful peace to contemplate the life around them. And we will also see that our upheavals are only waves of arising and passing away. All activities of the world are operating according to this natural law that sometimes we cannot deeply intervene in. We realize that nothing is permanent. We let go of attachment and no longer panic before the changes of the world. We reduce excessive craving according to our desires, making the mind more peaceful. We understand that all phenomena are not permanent. Understanding this deeply, our mind becomes light and free in the flow of impermanence, so that when standing amid social instability, we return to nurture compassion like a lamp lighting up the long night. Love is the purest energy that makes both body and mind become lighter, more peaceful, and healed. When compassion is nurtured each day, our mind becomes more peaceful and becomes a support of peace, contributing to soothe the fractures of the era even in the smallest way, amid the unrest of the times. The meditation practitioner does not stand outside, but quietly returns to observe on developments with a peaceful mind without judgment, as if experiencing the most authentic and highest experience for letting go and attaining calm awareness. It is in those very authentic moments and observing the breath with the changes of the body and mind that we see the connecting threads are still there, but we are not overly focused or immersed in them. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose, feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. Admit economic fluctuations and the instability of human hearts. Keeping precepts is how we build a firm foundation for our inner being. When we are not overly dependent on material things and external convenience that easily cause imbalance when lacking them. Living simply is not deprivation, but knowing enough amid countless desire, knowing peace even when conditions seem to have nothing, knowing to stay away from immersing in things that exhaust the mind. In times of crisis, the content life of a meditation practitioner becomes a silent reminder of peace, even though society is always blazing and pulling us into surrounding desires. Amid the constant movements of the world, we learn to dwell fully in the present moment, so that the past no longer pulls and the future no longer weighs heavily. We realize that crisis is not only an external challenge, but also a mirror reflecting greed, anger, and delusion in the collective and in ourselves. From that light of understanding, adversity becomes an opportunity for transformation and growth on the path of meditation practice. Like a lamp in the wind, we quietly shine, lighting the way with peace and understanding. When the mind is peaceful, wisdom naturally becomes clear. When wisdom is clear, each decision and action becomes rightful. And when right action is steadily nurtured through the years, everything radially changes in the light of awareness. One deep breath can open a sky of peace that countless news reports out there cannot bring. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. When we stop letting the mind be swept into a spiral of fear, the inner being radially brightens like a windless lake. Even if war, inflation, or crisis of trust still remain, we still have the right to choose a steady and harmonious attitude regardless of what the future holds. Each slow step in the noisy world is the affirmation that peace is always present, just as Buddhism's Walkforpeace. When our mind no longer waves, we become a gentle support for those around us. Instead of chasing fear, we choose to face and observe it in the light of mindfulness and clarity. Instead of reacting hastily, we listen deeply to act with wisdom. Each inhale is an opportunity to renew body and mind. Each exhale is a release of unnecessary burdens. When the mind is calm, wisdom is bright, When wisdom is bright, the path gradually becomes clearer amid the fog of instability. And from that steady, abiding, simple happiness will quietly bloom in a challenging era. The journey in the game of the breath will become more and more fascinating if you truly cherish it. This practice, just like a habit, is a key to unlocking every doorway within your body and mind. So keep watching and keep practicing with me in this video and the ones to come. If you have any thoughts or reflections, feel free to leave a comment below. And if this video helped or inspired you, please click like, subscribe, and share it with others. Thank you.